Hey everyone, welcome to Wildlife Inspired. I'm your host, Scott Keys, and in today's video, a quick thoughts video, I just want to give you my feelings on this concept of the animal whisperer. I'll let you know what I mean by that right after this. Like a lot of my quick thoughts videos, these are just random thoughts that I have that I just want to talk about and try to get some topics, maybe some conversation or some comments going around it. A little bit of this can be educational. It's not meant to be preachy. So this video, it could come across a little preachy, but I really am trying to do this for the right reason. I just want to make you think. And that's what these quick thoughts videos are about. It's for you, the viewers, to think. These are my opinions. I love your reactions down in the comments. Sometimes they don't have to agree with me. I just ask that it be respectful. Here's where this came from. I was watching videos, and in the same day, I had two videos pop up in my feed. Obviously, the algorithm has caught on to the fact that I was thinking about moose or had watched a video about moose. In the first video, a man got pummeled by a moose. So I'm going to go pet a moose. If I find this video, I'll put it over here so you can watch it. I think it's public domain, so I get to share it. But listen, I shouldn't have to do a video that says don't pet wild animals. That should be obvious, but I'm going to say it again. Don't interact with wild animals, period. Like, just let them be, because you run a danger to yourself. And that was part one. The second video popped up and it was much different. This was a sweet, lighthearted video, kind of a feel-good moment where a woman had moose or deer, I forget what, but came up and they came in every day and she hand fed them. And it was a nice, like, look at the wildlife and look at, how comfortable they are with me, and look at how moving it is. And listen, we love nature. I did a video about what do we take and what do we give back. I'll put a link to that in here because you might want to watch that. It's a little bit longer. And in that, I had this quote about we love wild things to death. I think that was the exact quote, but it has resonated with me. We love things sometimes to their own detriment. And this idea hit me about the animal whisperer. And I've seen this. And by the way, if you've titled yourself a bird whisperer or a deer whisperer or an animal whisperer, this isn't about that title you've given yourself. It's okay. Some people, by the way, I really do feel this. I know people who seem to have a sense around animals, like they just very comfortable. My one dog is pretty wild, meaning she's like really like a wild dog. She's a street dog. She can pick up on people very quickly, whatever energy they have. I mean, from the minute they walk into the house. And so, yes, I do believe that people have an energy around them that can put an animal at ease, or maybe go the other way, and the animal could become very alert to them, or very nervous around them, or possibly aggressive toward them. So in this video where the person was just feeding these animals and they were coming in regularly, I started to watch for this. So over the next few days, I started to look around clips, and I saw a lot of this behavior, which is, look at me now petting a moose with no bad effects. So in this case, the little kid was petting a moose and the moose seemed to like it, really seemed to enjoy it. But I thought, we look at that sometimes as a good thing, as a person, like, look at this, the positive impact I'm having with wildlife. And I just it made me very hesitant. And I wanted to talk about this, that there is almost no human interaction with a wild animal that is positive for the animal. So I just want to put this out there. We interact with animals as a wildlife photographer, as a bird photographer. I impact those animals. And I remember a friend told me a story about a great gray owl. And it was being photographed regularly. It was kind of the thing like, oh, the owl's out, everybody come over. And the owl didn't mind at all. So it wasn't about stress on the animal, okay? Because there's that element that we don't feel sometimes as photographers, like we should put pressure or aggravate an animal or disrupt its behavior. We see that and we know kind of, hey, it's probably not right. It's probably wrong. But hey, this great gray owl, man, he don't care. He's landed on people's cameras and landed behind me and landed next to me and could care less if there's 100 people here. He's putting on a show. Nobody cares. Here's what the part that makes me very worried about that. The same person who was telling me the story about the great gray owl said later the owl was found dead. And it was found dead because it was struck by a vehicle. And it was a really good illustration. Now, do I know that this owl was struck because it was comfortable with humans? I don't know that. Nobody really knows that. But it made me want to put this video out to say there's a chance that when we humanize animals or we habituate them or they become comfortable with humans, bad things are going to happen. There are very few human interactions with wild animals that are beneficial to the animal. Now, we've all seen the video of the guy that cuts the fish net off of the fish and saves its life. That's wonderful. Okay, so that's an amazing interaction. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the deer that's coming to your house, so you're hand feeding it, or you're petting it, or those animals are becoming habituated to humans, and they're just used to us, and they probably shouldn't be, because as a rule, there is more harm that's going to come from human interaction for that animal than it's good. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. And I thought about this idea of, as a fox or whatever gets used to your scent, maybe the next scent they smell is a hunter's scent, or maybe that deer, the next scent they smell is a hunter's scent, and they're walking aimlessly into a trap. And it's not about hunting. It's just that the point is, when wildlife becomes used to humans, it's probably not good. I remember this same idea about the great gray owl, and somebody was talking about how easy it was to work with it. And I don't know if it was the same owl or a different one. And I thought, man, the best thing that could happen for that owl, and this sounds terrible, by the way, understand my point. The best thing that could happen to that owl is somebody runs at it and scares it bad, because animals should, by their nature, probably be afraid of human interaction, not encouraged by it. Sounds a little weird. I get that, but think about what I'm saying. The owl that's afraid of humans, that when it sees humans goes and hides, is probably better off than the owl that when they see humans comes towards them. Because again, we don't know what the intent of the next human is. Our intent might be great. We don't know the intent of the next person. So I wanted to put this out, this concept of kind of interacting and socializing with animals, and not just the harm that you could happen for yourself. Again, the moose just absolutely pummeling a man. And we've seen the elk kicking somebody, just some stupid human behaviors. But we've also seen people with very good intents, or having very good intent, interacting with animals in a way that seems like they are maybe the animal whisperer, or the animals are becoming comfortable with them. And it's not the interaction with that one person that you really have to think about. Sometimes it's the potential interaction with others whose intents may not be the same as yours, or who their intent may not be the same as yours, or just putting them in situations, comfortable around houses, but maybe it's not your house. Maybe the house puts out pesticides or rodenticides, and now we've got a pretty bad situation where that same owl that was friendly in your backyard goes to another backyard, has a different outcome, gets comfortable near streets, gets comfortable near people, and now they're hit by a car. All of those things that can happen. So anyway, let me know down in the comments. Again, not intended to be preachy, intended to make you think. I don't know how many people this is really going to impact. I don't know if the right people are going to watch these videos, but this is my quick thoughts video for today. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I do more of these quick thoughts videos focused really almost primarily around wildlife, sometimes photography in general or social media, but I do like to put my opinion out there once in a while, let you give you a chance to tell me what you think. Down in the comments, you can do that. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and as always, I hope we can continue to find inspiration in wildlife together.